Well, hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Well, we're on one of our adventures. We're at the AT Luxury Hotel in Protaras, in downtown Protaras, Cyprus. The blue Mediterranean Sea is over there. The blue beautiful swimming pool is just there. And of course, that's Ochin Gracili, the most beautiful woman in the world. And we're going to go and have some breakfast. But before we do, she's going to give you a very, very big hello and have a word or two.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again.
Shall we go for breakfast?
Yes, we're going.
Forgotten my lines, and again. As tradition goes, well, we'll follow the rear end of Miss Ochin Gracili à la Bouffe. Let's just show you, as we enter from the pool area, the beauty and the spectacality of this rather nice luxury 5-star boutique hotel. Afterwards, we're going to pop into the gym, then we're going to go into the indoor pool, and then we're going to take you on what we call a hit and run all around this rather nice 5-star boutique hotel. But to start with, well, we're going to go and get our breakfast, and we'd like you to come with us. I'm going to have a traditional English breakfast. As for Ochin Gracili à la Bouffe, well, probably not a lot. Let's follow that rear end. Here we go. So this is the truly beautiful foyer area. And obviously we're coming in the wrong way. I almost fell over because it's slightly wet. They've been washing outside. But have a look at those sofas. There's a certain vibe to this hotel. It truly is beautiful indeed. And that's the main entrance into the restaurant known as the Sage Restaurant. There it is. Gracili? It's a beautiful place.
It's such a beautiful place. You think that you are a queen or a king?
Well, you are a queen. And luckily for me, I'm not a king. But luckily, I just have just enough money to be able to sustain the lifestyle to keep Miss Ochin Gracili à la Bouffe very, very happy indeed. It's a beautiful, quaint little restaurant, and you can look straight out into the foyer, and you can look straight out onto the beautiful, beautiful pool area. Let's just pop out, pull the shades back a little bit, shall we say. And there it is. They're having a damn good clean out there. Great pool. And I say, just over there is the blue Mediterranean Sea. And we took you for a walk there in a previous video, and guess what? We'll take you for a walk there again. Now, stick with us. We're going to get some breakfast. Let's follow it. The place is absolutely immaculate, by the way. That's the coffee and toastings machine. Toast.
Do you want toast?
There's some fresh breads.
Do you want toast?
I think I'm spoilt for choice of what I want.
Yeah.
But yes, you pop white? 2 of those into toast, two whites. So Gracili à la Bouffe is going to do me some toast. I think you pop them in and they go on their own, don't they? That's it.
I know how.
I know you do. You're a very, very clever lady indeed. So I'll get 2 toasts, and then, this is the beauty of being the cameraman, I don't have to do anything. You can just dote upon me. Do my toast.
Just hold the thing.
Yes.
Enjoy the views.
Enjoy the views. I am enjoying my views, Gracili à la Bouffe.
I don't think I will have toast. I will just have some bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs.
Yes.
That English is getting so much better. Not to make fun of the English. Remember, Ochin Gracili à la Bouffe speaks 7 languages, and English is her worst language, believe it or not. She speaks better English than you and I. Gracili?
Mr. Paul, one
Yes.
toast is already
One toast is already done. To be honest, that's not the way I like my toast, so we'll pop it back in again.
One more time.
Yes, there we are. Right, are you doing my coffee?
Yes, the coffee machine is...
Well, there's another one over here. This one looks more straightforward, where you can just push a button to receive your Bouffe. So that might be the easiest machine to use. And then over there, well, I'll take you around and show you what's going on as Gracili makes my coffee. You've got cornflakes, you've got oats, and you've got various arrays of jams. I do like a bit of marmalade with my breakfast, so of course I'll be having some marmalade. The presentation is beautiful. There's all sorts of nuts and healthy living out this side. This is not the side that Mr. Paul would be coming to, but it does look rather beautiful indeed. Have a look at that. And the healthy theme continues and continues as we come round and there's some rather nice salad. And I must say, it does look very, very appetising indeed. We've got another little roundabout over here with lots and lots of different cheeses. Have a look at that. So if you fancy a bit of cheese and some grapes in the morning, back onto the cold cheeses and the hams, and again, another beautiful palette of cheese. Wow, very, very nice indeed. And then we go to the last island, but not the least, and again, there's something else that's going to tickle the fancy of Mr. Paul. Some rather sweet cakes. I'll be coming back for one of them, that's for sure. And then we're back onto the healthy option. I do fancy a little bit of pear. And I assume you can have a nice little glass of wine with your breakfast if you wish. I'll take one of them for Ochin Gracevia Le Bouffe and see what she's got to say. Very, very nice indeed. Would you fancy a glass of wine, Gracevia?
Wow.
Look at that. It doesn't get any better than that.
Cheers, everybody.
There we are. Wow. So, the toast is ready, as we can see.
And the coffee.
And the coffee. Well, you take the coffee. You hold that. Excellent. She's very good at holding things. Now it's time for the main event. Let's get over here. And we're going to get a great, great English breakfast. There's waffles and things over there, I've just noticed. But I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I do like a nice English breakfast. Ooh. I also like them. And I also like them. That I'm not so sure of. And that's an omelette, isn't it? But I do fancy that, that's for sure. Right, Gracevia Le Bouffe, get me a plate and start serving me. So pop that down over there. I think you need 6 hands, Gracevia Le Bouffe. Let's start on this side. I'll have a little bit of that, just to sample it. That'll do. I'll have a little bit of that. This is like an omelette-y thing with a bit of tomato in it. I do quite fancy that. And now we really, really are on to the main event. And I'll have 2 of those.
Sausage.
I'll have 2 of those. The British style ones, because they're only very, very small, or as they say in Russian, malinki. Well, yes, go on. I'll have a little bit of that. I'll have 1 tomato. And now, finally, the creme de la creme. I'll have at least 3 of those. That'll do. Lovely. Let's have a quick look at that. Absolutely spectacular. So, I'll follow you, Gracevia Le Bouffe, and we'll pop outside and we'll find that perfect table. And then I'm going to sit down and have a great, great breakfast. I understand that you're thinking, well, Gracevia Le Bouffe is like a slave today. Well, she's been looked after very, very well. Perhaps it's Mr. Paul's turn to have that little bit of, well, I think we should sit there, Gracevia. So much nicer. Look at that. We've got a nice little statue in the background. Beautiful. And as you can see, they are cleaning down the swimming pool as before. And then just over yonder, if you remember yesterday's walk, straight through those palm trees, straight across that green, green grass of home, Mr. Tom Jones, you get out to the blue Mediterranean Sea, the greatest blue Mediterranean Sea in the world. Now, I'm going to sit down and eat my breakfast, and Gracevia Le Bouffe is going to go and choose hers. But actually, I'll leave mine there, and I'll follow Gracevia Le Bouffe and see what she has to choose. So stick with us for that little bit longer. Here we go. Look at that for a rear end. It doesn't get any better than that. Now, what are you going to choose, Gracevia? There's all sorts of waffles and bits and bobs over here as well. Have a look at that. I think I'm just going to steal one of those. Thanks very much. That's like a cheesecake. I'm going back for one of them. So Gracevia La Bouffe goes down the more traditional route on the European side, shall we say. She's going to have a croissant.
One croissant.
Yes.
But with chocolate.
Oh. She's having some of that.
I'll have some of these vegetables because I like vegetables. And I'll have
An egg or two.
over there, the lady is doing the omelette, but I don't want omelette.
Is that what she's doing? Is it fresh omelettes? And she adds ingredients of whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
I understand now, yeah. So if you fancy going for an omelette on the end counter, this young lady here is making an omelette, and those are some of the ingredients you can have in it. Bacon omelettes, etc., etc. And there's live omelette cooking just over there. Wow. Absolute star, great smile on her face. Every member of staff in this hotel has been amazing. Now, the reason why I came back over, well, as I said, I fancied another one of them. Beautiful bit of cheesecake.
I had one tomato and I would like some cheese.
Right, she's going for a bit of cheese. And then after the cheese, I will present her with another glass of wine.
And of course, I like this cheese, like a
Brie cheese.
Brie cheese, and a bit of blue.
And a bit of blue. Are you having a grape or two? No. There we go.
That's it.
Is that it? Right, stick with us. We're going to go out and we're going to eat. And I will... Oh,
Wow, I'll have one of this. She looks very nice.
very nice indeed. Happy?
Thank you.
Right, that's it. We're going to go and sit down and eat. There you go. I'll steal another one of them. And I'll present that to watching Gracevia La Bouffe. In fact, I'll sample it first. I think perhaps a little bit dry for Gracevia La Bouffe, but she drank the first one, so you never know. She'll probably drink this one as well. Nice? Right.
Very nice.
And I'll sit down on this side.
I think while we were missing the flights, one flight of the hotel had a big party over your plate.
Well, probably. What Gracevia La Bouffe is saying that we left my plate while we went for her plate, and probably a couple of flies had a bit of a party on my plate. But hey, this is the way the world works. So that, it looks absolutely beautiful. Gracevia?
Cheers, Mr. Paul.
Cheers,
To your
Ms.
health.
Watching Gracevia La Bouffe. There's my little coffee. We'll tell you what it looks like. Chin chin. Yaki da boyo.
Cheers.
So we're going to eat a little bit of the breakfast and then we'll come back again very, very shortly indeed. Bon appetit, Miss Watching Gracevia La Bouffe.
You too.
So, Miss La Bouffe, what was it like?
Unbelievably tasty. The croissant is to die for. And everything looks like a paradise. Very tasty.
And I can honestly say that my breakfast was absolutely lovely. There's a gumbaru come down now. So let's have a little word with him and see if he fancies that. What do you think, gumbaru? There we are. He's going to have a bit of breakfast. Because you can't help but feed a nice gumbaru that walks up and says, Yaki ya boya. Now, that's the remains of my breakfast. Gracevia La Bouffe has devoured hers, as you can see. She's looking radiant. So there's the remains of mine. I've got a bit of coffee left. We're going to say chin chin, Gracevia La Bouffe. I've enjoyed my breakfast at A.T. at the Herbal Hotel in downtown Protaras on the beautiful island of Cyprus. We're in the Larnaca district, if you understand where we are. And just down there is one of the greatest views in the world. That is the beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. And if you come back in a little bit, we're going to take you for a walk along there. And we'd like to say thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for a little bit more of our madness and, of course, an awful lot more of her beauty.
Thank you very much for watching again and again. We're loving you to bits, and many thanks for coming back and back. And we will be showing you more and more interesting stories of us. And Miss Jasmine?
Miss Jasmine, yeah.
Parrot is saying, where's my breakfast?
Yes. If you're wondering what the noises in the background are, well, we've got a Gumbaru number 1 who's sitting there, and then just over there we've got a parrot. It's the resident parrot. Her name is Miss Jasmine, and she owns the hotel, so what she says goes. Let's go and say Calimera to her. She's fluffing up her feathers, and she is honestly a spectacle in herself. Have a look at that. Good morning, Miss Jasmine. How are you? Looking absolutely beautiful and absolutely spectacular. Buenos dias. Calimera. He says, what the hell is going off? I'm going over the other side of my rather nice luxury penthouse house. That's it, off to the other side. She says, hey, stop trying to make me into a YouTube star. How you doing? Oh, you coming back now? Absolutely spectacular. It really doesn't get any better than that. Wow. Thanks for being the star, Miss Jasmine. Wow, takes your breath away. We'll leave you with that great view through the palm trees. That is the blue Mediterranean Sea. And please come back a bit later and we'll be showing you something more new.